Hi, welcome back to another Cardboard Tuesday. I'm Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker, and let's get into the question of the week. So, this question of the week is how many games do you bring to your game club or game night? For me, this really depends where I go, and starting first with the game club at my school, I usually bring the most games. So, that's actually fetching around about 20 to up to even 30 games. I usually carry a big bin and maybe a smaller bin. This is about the big bin usually carries about 10 big box games, and then I have a small bin that carries the smaller games. Also, I have a box. I do have a box, so I have this is one of two of them, and they have about up to 10 games, even though there's more than there's a bit more games than listed here, but it takes a bit more room than taking all the small box games with me. Uh, and it's actually quite portable, and it actually fits quite well in where I'm carrying it, especially in the bins. So that allows me to carry actually more games. And I just want to find out how much games do you bring to your game night. So the Kickstarter game of this week is Lunarchitects. That's Luna and Architects, and they're calling this a Euro style board game, moon based planning, and it looks to seem that way. From the looks of it, it kind of looks like a tie between Tokaido and Suburbia. What I find what's similar to those two games for first is Tokaido is the this like kind of like this worker placement kind of thing on the board. You have these hexes pieces on a path, a loop path, and the person that gets to select a moon piece goes first, the one who's last. So they put their marker onto one of the tiles, and I guess they obtained that tile. And the other part is like Suburbia, where you put the hexes together and they do several different things. What you're trying to do in this game is get points, and you get points by collecting commodities, on getting better commodities or resources, and trading that in. Something quite similar in a Euro style game. And they're saying that it's like a reimagining of Glen More. I never played Glen More, so if any of you play Glen More, maybe this is a game also you want to look at. This Kickstarter project is looking for 30,000, and right now, the last time I checked, it's almost about 7,000. And now let's go to the games I played this week. Been a very slow week for gaming for me, but I guess that's sometimes a good thing. So on Friday, I got to play only 3 games. I got to play Time Stories again, and this is my third time playing it with a different group. Now you might be asking, why am I playing Time Stories quite a lot, even though it's like a one-time game? And I think it's interesting to see different point of views of gameplay. I'm actually sitting in the game and actually playing it. I just want to see some of the short-term effects of just playing the game multiple times with different groups of people. It's still pretty fun for me. I'm trying to like kind of like role play myself as trying to seem like I'm actually playing the game for the first time. It's not doing very well, but it's very obvious for the people that are playing with me. But it's still fun. The people who play it for the first time is still having a good time with it. So that was Time Stories. The next game was Magic Kitchen. I know I talked this already in the past, but still a good game. We actually played a bigger game of this time. I think quite up to like 6 or 8 people. It's quite a lot of mess because if there's more people, there's a lot more people diving in for the vegetable or the fruit. I think it's just vegetables. The game is still quite fun with multiple players, but it gets a little crazy about where the cards go and stuff. Kind of similar to games like Jungle Speed and Snorta. And the last game I played that night was Hula Hippos, and this is a children's game where you spin these really huge wooden rings, and you kind of like have these hippo tokens, these wooden hippo tokens that you just trying to flick into go in the ring. So the rings, what you do is you spin them. There's 2 of them. You spin them and they twirl around, and you're trying to do is get one of your hippos in them as they fall down. So people are trying to like flick them. You can like kind of like button your own markers and try to get your own hippos in there. It's quite fun. It reminds me of a lot of like a Midway game or a Mario Party game, and it's actually much better if you actually put music to this because it gets that level of funness actually goes up. And that's all the things I want to talk about this week. Been a little slow week, but hopefully this way I get to play more games. So before we say goodbye, I want you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so. Like this video if you find it any way entertaining or helpful. You can go to our Patreon page to help us support us. You can follow us on Twitter. And as always, keep on stacking games.